Hello.
Hello? Did I hear you correctly? Huh. And I suppose you think that you can simply, given that I don't recognize you, I can only assume that you are a traveler of some variety. If you wish to address me, you'd best consider your words more carefully. Now, if you're somehow capable of understanding anything I've said, then you will get down on your knees.
That's etiquette? Paimon's never heard of something.
In former times, when people knew their place and neglecting your manners would result in a swift... But look at the world now. Rules have been thrown to the... What did you say? You dare question the dignity of the noble... I'll have you know that though the Lawrence clan is in decline, myself and others of noble blood are looking for a chance to restore our rightful honor. Just look around. The people are unruly and undisciplined. Save your words. I find your manners and bearing repulsive. Besides, I am in no way obligated to instruct... Now I have more pressing matters to attend.
So this is what Master G meant by difficult to get along with. Let's head back and talk things over with her.
Well, if it isn't the honorary knight. I'm just on my way out to gather some intel. Huh? Judging by your expression,
Master Jean tasked us with a special assignment, but...
No need to get down on yourself. Sometimes things just don't turn out as planned. Even I can't guarantee useful intel every time I'm dispatched. You just have to keep at it and never give up. Hey, why don't you let me try to help? What's the
Master Jean asked us to build a connection, but it turns out that he's a
Aha, Schubert! I know him. Let me guess. He said you didn't have any manners. I've been on the receiving end of his lectures many a time. The Lawrence clan can be very particular.
You mean...
As aristocrats, they believe there should be a certain distance between themselves and common folk. I understand. However, there is one exception among the Lawrence clan. My good buddy, Eula. That's right. Not only is she from the Lawrence clan, but she's also captain of the Knights of Favonia's 4th company. Eula is special. She's not quite like the other members of her clan. In other words, she doesn't really adhere to the strict rules and conventions of her family. However, she's still quite knowledgeable about dealing with the Lawrences. I'm sure you'll see what I mean if you meet her.
That's...
well, it's a little complicated. Basically, the Lawrence clan has frowned upon the fact that, in their eyes, Eula is nothing but a traitor to the family. She's very easy to get along with. In fact, I think she's out in the wilderness on patrol this morning.
Thanks, Amber.
Good luck, you two.
Who would have guessed the Knights have a member of the Lawrence clan? Well, if you want to learn about the conduct of the Lawrence clan, who better to ask?
Is this really necessary?
The Fatui! What are they doing here?
You don't think twice before reaching for your sword, do you? Do you have any idea how long I've been tracked and now you get to stake a claim? You think you're stronger because you got to them first?
What?
That's right. I heard the commotion and came as swiftly as I could, only to find you two already fighting the Fatui. Not only that, if I didn't make my move, you would have been able to take all the credit. Still, I'm glad you're unscathed. Confronting that number of Fatui at once can be dangerous.
Sorry, Paimon doesn't understand what you mean, but thanks for your concern.
Concern? Why would I be concerned for the safety of my arch-enemies?
Arch-enemy?
By which I meant, which would mean...
Huh? So that's how you see all this?
Yes. Speaking of which...
He's so obsessed with etiquette that he's not even willing to speak with us.
I understand now. That's my uncle, all right. But why do you mean to investigate him? I see. You have some nerve to faming a family member right in front of me. I will have vengeance for this too.
No. This is an assignment from Master Jean. It's just an investigation, that's all.
To the everyday citizens of Mondstadt, everyone in the Lawrence clan is scum. It's natural for rumors and unwarranted
Hard to avoid such a reputation.
Oh, so that's what you think? Curious. We've only just met, and I assume you need me to teach you the conduct of the...
That's right. Amber told us to come...
Well then, let's begin your training immediately. We can put that aside for now. Besides...
Paimon's confused. This girl's all vengeance this and revenge that. But she doesn't seem the least bit angry. Still...
Watch out! You finally arrived. There's no time to spare, so...
Wait, hold on. There's something we need to clear up first. Otherwise it'll keep bugging us.
So that's still on your mind, huh? Maybe you're the ones who can't let things go. Don't worry. There's a time and place for exacting vengeance. Besides, I'm not in the mood for...
You need to...
I already have a long list of vengeance to exact. Even if I wanted to begin now, I'd have to start in the right... Who knows how long it will be before I get to you? Absolutely not. Stealing my targets, calling me a ruthless ruler, and suspecting my uncle. All worthy of vengeance in my eyes. But you needn't worry, at least not whilst we're investigating this matter. I'm sure you're familiar with the phrase, a man of... If Uncle Schubert didn't commit any wrongdoing, then any such investigation... But if he did commit a wrongful act, then he should bear the full I'm sure you understand. Good. Now, let's begin with your manner of speech. Aristocrats have a very unique way of carrying conversation, even with mundane daily topics.
Oh, Paimon's already learned some... Mark my words! Vengeance with...
Not even close. And besides, it's...
Hey! Paimon learned it from... It seems you don't respect the rules of...
No, I've no need to trouble myself with such frivolous... For example, when greeting a friend, you could say, "As the morning dew greets the coming dawn, so do I greet..."
As the morning dew...
However, such a phrase may only be used during the morning hours. Also, the party with whom you're speaking must be of approximately the same status as you. Morning dew is not uncommon, so it expresses that friendship should not be measured by value, yet also suggests that friendship... Oh, no. You must be prudent with your words. Calling someone a good friend could easily...
but...
Yes, I did. But you must know in the Lawrence family, dear friend is a set phrase that can only be used towards certain friends with whom one is acquainted, but not particularly close. It sounds much more pleasant to call an acquaintance a dear friend. So, another thing to remember. Aristocrats are However, if you were to use dear friend to address an intimate friend, the recipient would think that you were deliberately trying to estrange them. This is only the first step in making a greeting.
Wait! This, perhaps be better if you give some real-life demonstration.
Ah. Very well. Come with me. We'll choose some bystanders.
Oh, you're Eula of the Lawrence.
You there, lowly laborer. You stand in the presence of a member of the illustrious Lawrence clan. Please acknowledge the glory bestowed upon thee by the nobility... What comes next? Oh, right. By solemnly kneeling to the ground.
Huh?
Hold on. What did they always teach me? Whenever a dispute arises, protection of your family's... Got it. As a lowly commoner, you shall maintain absolute reverence when speaking with those under which you so gracious...
Is everyone from the Lawrence clan so... The days of the Lawrence clan's tyranny have long passed. I don't care what you're trying to do. Just be... Like I said, I don't care what you're doing. I have... And here's a word of advice. I wouldn't be caught dead walking too closely with... If that's all, I'll be going. I'm afraid I won't be able to...
Hey! Don't leave! Halt! Mark my word...
Wow. The Lawrence...
Never mind him. I could have predicted as much. Let's find... You there, lowly toiler. Please acknowledge... Huh? Why don't you respond? Right. I mustn't look at you too long, or I'll be drawing more attention. Fine. You may spare yourself the formality.
Hey! Stop bothering me or else I might say something you... And again, I've got no words for...
Again? What's with this attitude?
Yes, I don't think his attitude will change. I'll remember your unwilling... You there, lowly
Yeah, I've already heard it all before. Look, just spare me the time. Our answer's always the same. We've got nothing to say to the likes of you. I mean, seriously, can't you just take a hint?
Please calm down. We don't want to cause any trouble.
I know she's a Knight of Favonius, and that the Knights wouldn't misplace their trust, but the name Lawrence carries too much weight with it. Even to this very day, the descendants of the Lawrence clan are still and if that wasn't enough, here you are purposefully using...
You have a point, but mark my words, this transgression will...
Huh? You want to fight? Listen here. I'm sorry, but listen here. If you don't want things to get...
Forget it. There's no point in quarreling. It's all right. This happens quite often.
Paimon thinks we should apologize for asking you to demonstrate for us. We had no idea.
What can we do? The Lawrence name is already a dirty word. Don't worry. What with me being a Knight of Favonius, they're usually willing to speak a few words with me. Perhaps my aristocratic manner of speech provoked them today. Believe me, it's not a big...
So this is the way things are
That's the way things are. As memories are carried in the city, at least I have a means of living a relatively normal life compared to the...
Yeah! What?
Oh, that reminds me. But unfortunately...
Right? Right? We'll just have to... Let's just keep...
Well then, a proper manner of... But we must also... I have a very effective...